Wes or Grandpa. This is my forever world. And right now I am at my zombie farm, just getting a little top off on my pickaxe here. I'm about a minute late for streaming because I updated my streaming software, OBS, and had one little setting I had to change. So my apologies. If indeed there's anybody there that's listening currently. I know a lot of you are listening later, and that's perfectly okay with me. Thanks for taking the time to visit the channel and to listen to me as I play Minecraft. And just a little refresher as to who I am. And my name again is History Wes. I am in my 60s. I'm a grandpa. I've been playing Minecraft since 2017, so about 8 years. And there have been many years where I can say, quite honestly, that I played every single day. Not this year. I have not been on at all since I streamed on Sunday. Just been too busy. I've mentioned before that my son and his family are moving, and I was helping them move some, and the other rest of the time I was watching my grandson while they moved, while they did the heavy lifting. Okay, that pickaxe is good. We're gonna leave it there for now because I'm gonna do something besides mining today. And that is, we're going to go down to, for the first time, to the stronghold. And clear that out and look around. As you can see, I'm not streaming with Facecam today, and that is for performance issues with my current computer. I did it last week. And I was wondering why I would periodically drop down to a very low streaming rate. And it is because I found of that face cam. Just removing it or turning it off bumped up my frames per second about 30. I should have got some torches. I need some torches and I need some food. So let's see what we can do about that. One of these boxes I have a bunch of torches. Probably this one. Yep. I also want to get a bunch of scaffolding so that we can get back out of the stronghold, but I don't know how much string I've got. Oh, I've got plenty of string over at the mob dropper. So let's run over there first. So I'm having a pretty good day. I hope you're having a good day. It was a lovely day here in the desert where I live in the southwest United States. I went out for a bicycle ride today, which is something that I very much enjoy but haven't had a chance to do much lately. I have an electric bike, or an e-bike, I bought about 2 years ago. It's a huge beast of a bike, very hard to get off and on. In fact, when I purchased it, the manufacturer called to make sure I was over 5'11", I think was the minimum height, which I am by a couple inches. And but once I get on it, it's great. I actually only got on it once today. I pulled it out in front of my house and lined it up next to the curb, stepped from the curb onto the bike. But and then rode out through the desert trails rest stop that our local city has built out here. And it's actually one of 2 rest stops on the trail. I passed one, rode the second one. Didn't get off the bike though, I just pulled up to the drinking fountain because I had forgotten my bottle of water, which is dumb. Especially when riding in the desert. Not that it was really a problem, it was about 70 degrees. So really lovely. And despite that, and despite it being Saturday, I only saw about 5 other people out riding bikes. Oh, that's disappointing. Did I take the... Oh, you know what? Doesn't matter. I have the Vanilla Tweaks pack so that I could take some wool, turn it into string, and vice versa, I suppose. But wool to string is much more useful. I need to fix that someday. Anyway, I ended up riding about 10.6 miles, which is the longest I've ridden since last year. I had some medical issues back in November. Took me a while to recover, and then it got too hot. And here in the desert, if it's not too hot, it's usually too windy. So I had to wait for both of those factors to be in favor, as well as for me not to be watching my grandson at that time, which I'm not today. And so I was able to ride. Lovely. Now, I would not be able to ride 10 miles if it was a regular bike, honestly. I doubt I'd be, it's not even a question, I doubt I'd be able to ride a single mile on a regular bike because I'm old and I'm out of shape. But I did pedal the whole way, even though I had pedal assist on my e-bike, so I feel like I'm, contributing a little bit, even though I'm really not, maybe. Okay, so, yep, we got all the string we needed right here, all the time. I would just go over here to the bamboo farm, and we have our beacon up, you can see, which we fought the wither last time. Let's see, how much scaffolding? Probably way more than we need. Okay. So the final thing I need is food. What have I got over here on the farms? 4 steaks. Okay. Should I get that? I was going to say I should have got that leather out of there, but I'm pretty sure I got some leather over here, and I've got some string. And we're going to make a couple of bundles. 2 should be enough. And all we need is to cook our steak. Hello, ocelot. Hello, other lost ocelot. They're thick around here. It's the jungle, after all. I should have brought some more fuel. I think I just put fuel in here. I'm going to make a little park here at a park bench, but I want more. Anyway, my e-bike is a very inexpensive one, as e-bikes go. I mean, it was about $1,300, I think, which I know is not cheap as things go in general, but as far as e-bikes are concerned, that's pretty cheap. And like pretty much everything I bought it on Amazon. So that was good. Today is November 1st. Which means my birthday is coming up. When you're in your 60s, birthday is not necessarily something you're looking forward to. My son asked me what I wanted for my birthday. I told him I wanted to come over and help me trim my tree. So when you get to be my age, you've got everything you really want. So service is about the only real worthwhile thing people can offer you. Okay. I also have dental work I have to do on my birthday, which I'm not looking forward to. So, sorry, I was distracted. I shouldn't be distracted. I'm the only one in the house, but people still find a way to distract me. Yeah, I have to have dental work on my birthday, which is, dental work is bad enough. On your birthday makes it even worse, but it's the day that we're planning to go out for dinner afterwards. I'm not sure if I'm going to even want to eat, but I've got to go out that day because my daughter-in-law's birthday is the day before, but everybody can't get together on that day, so they've got to do it on my birthday. Alright, this is our nice hallway we've built, but of course that's not the direction we're going. We're going this way. This piece of junk armor that I dropped down here is still here. Should drop it down here. There we go. Fine. I used Chunkbase to find the location of the end fortress. No, it's not a fortress, it's an outpost. All these synonyms for fortress get me confused. And we didn't bring a bed. I should really have one. Anyway, I used Chunkbase to locate it, and I used Spectator mode to locate it. Okay, it's not that far. I'm going back for the bed. So, some people might consider that cheating. I know it's considered cheating definitely if you're, like doing a speed run or something, but I'm not. As you can see, it's 836 days into the game, so it's not exactly speedy. And as I always say, play the game the way you want. I don't even think that they should call them cheats on the screens. They should just call them options or something. Alright, let's just go up here to the library. We haven't been here for a while anyway. Run. But speaking of speedruns, I watched Mumbo Jumbo's speedrun the other day, which was something unusual for him, and I applaud it because I like to watch interesting and new things. And take that with me. You can sleep downstairs in bed. These are all the librarians that I got so far. I've got all the books that I want except for 4, I think. Oh no. Baby zombies. Everybody hates them. Me included. Come and get it, baby zombie. It's not bad. Okay, back in. So, speaking of zombies, the new mobs are out on the snapshot. There's the new husk camel, and there's that new skeleton variant, which I can't think of what its name is. Parched, is that it? Something like that. And that, you get one of those camels with one of the skeletons on the back and one of the zombies in the front, the husks, with a spear, and you've got a challenging thing out in the desert. Deserts are kind of scary at night anyway. Okay, I have it on good authority by looking, but this is where the stronghold is. Likewise, zombie horses with a zombie horses with a zombie with a spear on the back. That makes a pretty good challenge for regular biomes. I thought that was pretty challenging, but you add the second rider on the camel with a bow and arrow, and you got something. Okay. I'll block this up because I've been down here. I must have gone through another opening nearby. I don't remember doing any caving when I was over here, but I must have. Be interested to see what other they have. It's been suggested 2 riders on the back of a polar bear for the cold biomes. I like that. I mean, let's face it, the polar bears aren't really doing anything. I wouldn't mind if they just did variants of polar bears, for that matter, do different kinds of bears. Do brown bears, black bears, and the other biomes. A lot of people don't care for the passive mobs, but I am not one of those people. Yeah, there we go. Okay. We are down in the library. And, okay, so let's do stairway. Like so. Okay. Nothing up here. I did not put a torch in here right now. So the library must come with torches. And there's a chest in here somewhere. There we are. Smithing template. And some books. Compass. Paper. I'm probably doing this a slow way. Can I just do that? Yep. There you go. That. Leave that here. Don't throw away my sword. And eventually I want all of these books. Okay, no other. No other chests in here? I thought there were more. Excuse me. Stop and get a drink. I'm drinking some Diet Coke with lime. All right. Don't really need any iron boots. No button. Oh, and here we are. Well, that proved to be relatively easy. I got ahead. Okay. Don't like all this lava just laying around because I'm going to fall in it. That was nice. That was easy. already looked in this chest. That's kind of sucky treasure for an outpost, right? Or is it just me? The stairway to nowhere. Okay. Maybe this will be a relatively short exploration. Or maybe not. Creeper in here. And probably a zombie. Oh, 2 creepers. Here. Alright, forget what I said about it being a relatively small fortress. Seems pretty big after all. Big enough. This is new. Wow. Yeah, this is easy to get lost in. Stairs going down. Up. This is a great resource for blocks. Especially cracked brick and what have you. Mossy brick. Okay. So we're not fighting the dragon today, but we will be fighting the dragon soon. scroll. That's handy. I have fought the dragon before. I'm trying to think if I've ever fought it by myself. I fought it in a pair with one other person. I've done that many times. I fought it as part of a group effort on an SMP quite a few times. I'm sure I fought it by myself once, but I just can't remember doing it. I keep hearing zombies, but I don't know where they are. Nice lava. Alright, back to the library. More stairs down. There you go. I knew you were there. This would be a great underground base, especially if you found the stronghold early on in the game, and was this a different library? This stronghold early on in the game and made it your base, it would be plenty of room for whatever you wanted to use the rooms for. This is a different one. Okay, because there's no ladder going up. Do I see a chest anywhere? It's a one-story. Yep. So maybe no chest. Okay. So it's even bigger than I thought. Here we go. Here's the other library. Yeah, with the broken thing. Oh, and there's a chest upstairs. All right. Up. Or did I look in this chest already? No, I didn't. Another armor trim. Power 4 punch 2. That's not bad. Okay. Alright, let's head home. when we come back here next, we will be fighting the Ender Dragon. Is it nighttime out now? Can't tell how long we've been down here. No. Okay. That was... I don't want my respawn set there. Should make it all the way up and then run into the bottom of that tree. Or maybe just go into the sky. That's as far as it goes. Okay, perfect. We go up. And you know what? We'll just put a block below each of these torches, just in case we should fall off, and we don't fall quite so far. Baby zombie voice. Not my favorite sound. Alright, we'll have to build some kind of cool building or monument around this. I've been over here in a long time since I built the portal. That was on day like 100 something. Got some suspicious stew. A couple of chests. A bunch of junk, really. That was exciting. Anyway, I'll be interested to see how much the spear affects gameplay. I don't usually carry a shield because most of the time I've got torches in my offhand. Well, hello, buddy. My son just sent me a text showing that he has made enough space in his new house to actually sit down. They're moving from a larger house to a smaller one, and there's not very much room. But they're close. They're close to me. I can actually ride my bike over and visit my grandson. And when he gets old enough, he can ride his over to me. Let's see. Let's leave some stuff over here for the time being and see if we can't go head on to our little hallway here. So, If you'd like to catch the next stream, it will be tomorrow. That is Sunday, November 2nd at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And I stream every Saturday and Sunday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pacific time. It's Pacific time, even though I am hundreds of miles away from the Pacific Ocean. That's okay. I'm starting to really feel at home with this world. I've been playing on it long enough now that it's starting to feel like home. Now the problem over here is gas and skeletons, especially skellies over here. Which concerns me because I don't want to fall, because I am not wearing an elytra, or elytra as it's actually called, and I shouldn't have left all those blocks back there. And I don't have a potion of fire protection on me either. One, two, three, four, five. Kind of hate wasting cherry wood. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there's a ghast. Where are you, my lovely? There you are. Okay. See it, don't run at me, bro. I don't want to hurt you. But if you startle me, it could happen. It goes for all you guys. Once again, the mod pack I'm using is one that is called Fabulously Optimized. It is just mods that, as the name implies, make it the game faster and easier to run, especially on my somewhat older game system or computer. Not on a game system. I'm on a 27-inch iMac, which is about 6 years old. All right, let's see. I don't need that many more of these. Are they gonna do it? Oh yeah, more than enough. So, of course, many people will remind me that Macs are not necessarily the greatest gaming devices, and that is 100% true. But gaming isn't all I do on my Mac. And in fact, I don't do a lot of gaming other than Minecraft and a few very simple games that do not require a lot of horsepower. But I do want something capable of playing decent Minecraft. Aren't you close enough to want to shoot me? That was weird. You just didn't have it in it. So Apple just announced their M5 computer chip, and unlike previous years when they've announced the M5 Pro chip at the same time, they didn't this year, which is why I haven't yet bought a new Macintosh. That, and I'm not going to buy a MacBook. I want to buy a Mac Mini. A Mac Mini with an M5 Pro is what I will be looking for when they eventually come out with those. Oh, what a waste. Alright, well, that's all I got. Oh, I can go ahead and do this. Boink. And I can put some lanterns in. So one of the things I want to really do once I get my new computer is get back into some photography. I used to be very, very big into photography in my younger years. I had what was then a state-of-the-art camera. Of course, back then we still used film, not digital. And the filters, which you had to put on the end of the camera lens in those days. You couldn't just apply a filter on the computer because there was no computer capable of doing something like that back then. But now I can. I've been experimenting with a couple of new photography programs on my iPad, which perhaps ironically has more computing power than my computer does, because I have a much newer iPad. But I much prefer to do any kind of work, whether that is writing or photography or playing games or filling out forms on the internet. I prefer to do that on a computer with an actual keyboard and a mouse. I'm constantly chiding my wife when she tries to do all kinds of forms and stuff on her phone, because I don't do anything on my phone except text, I guess. I don't really do that much texting, and I certainly don't do that much phone calling. But mostly what I use my phone for is if I am someplace and I need to do something that I would normally do on the iPad or on the computer, but I'm someplace that I don't have one of those with me. which is relatively rare, or at least it used to be, because I had a MacBook as well as an iMac. But I've given my MacBook to my wife. I've given my last MacBook to my wife, and I gave, so I upgraded her to my most recent. No, I'm sorry, MacBook Air. I updated her to that. So, because she hardly ever uses a computer, but when she does, now she's got one that at least works. But I've decided, since I am retired and I'm at home, I don't really need. You know, I forgot to look and see how many slots were filled on that portal. That's okay. I've got plenty of, let's see. Are there 12 or 14? Okay. Oh, wow, I have 7 in there. All right, how do you get those out? Like that. There you go. So 16 is more than enough. And somewhere in here, I have blaze rods, so, right, 8. And put those in there, and then these like so. I get 16 eyes. I can make an ender chest. Okay. Set my eyes of ender in here. And put these back here. And for when I am ready to go to the end. I haven't decided if I want to do one long stream to do that, or if I want to make an episode. But I want it to coincide with my channel getting 500 subscribers, which is pretty close because we have 498 now. So if you want to see an end fight here on this world, subscribe. And I think all of you who have recently, I honestly wasn't watching how many subscribers I had. I had from a long time ago, I had like 430 some, and I just happened to look on there, and all of a sudden I had 497, and I've had one more ad since then. So thanks, appreciate it. I wasn't expecting it by any means, but it's cool. Apparently, I figured people would not want to listen to somebody's grandpa playing Minecraft, but apparently some people like to, and I appreciate your appreciation. Whoa, there's a hole. So I need more iron. There was some iron up in the nether chest that I had in the nether. And I will have to go to the iron farm and get some more, because I want to build more layers onto this beacon. I think we need to make it taller. so that it gives us more of that haste 2 effect, or gives us a haste 2 effect. I think we just have a haste right now, right? Anyway, as I always say, if you have older parents, or if you're lucky enough to have grandparents who are still alive, encourage them to play Minecraft because it's good for you. Let's see. Can you do this? Yeah, you do that. How'd that bread get in there? Did I pick up that bread somewhere? We can stack the bundles. And we got all these iron doors. We've got a bunch of scaffolding. Did we only get one smithing template? I could have sworn, oh, there they are. Oh, I just didn't stack them. So, I don't remember what the eye armor looks like. So I'm going to take a look, and let's, next episode, let's deck us out with some fancy trimmed armor, because I have another armor trim around here somewhere. I'll put that up there for now. And you know what? I'll put this down here. Can I put it on top of there? I can. It looks kind of dumb. So get those old people playing Minecraft. Good for your brain. Fosters imagination, as you all should know. And plus you can get them to play with you, so you have somebody else to play with. As you know, Minecraft is pretty addictive, so once you get somebody started, they're going to play. Anyway, that's about all the time we have for today. It's 7 p.m. Pacific time, so we are going to call it a day. I hope to see you back again at the same time tomorrow. My name is History West. This has been Grandpa Plays Minecraft. Stay safe. Stay